This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. I decided to do another live. My last live was deleted. Um, this is my probably fourth time trying to do this live video. I've tried to do a video 2 or 3 times, and then I tried a live. This is my second live. So this is my second time trying to do a live. I decided to come back and do a live. The last one was deleted, and I don't know why, because I was calling myself deleting a video that I recorded, not the live. But when I went to delete the live, the live was deleted. So I decided to do another video. And so this is Wanda again. Welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. I left America in 2020 and I have been living in Dar es Salaam for 2.5 years. So thank you for tuning in. Decided to do another live. My last live was deleted. So the topic of discussion or the title of this live is called What to Expect Dating in Tanzania. This is for women and men. This is for women and men. I am going to redo this live. I did it already, and hopefully I'll remember everything that I discussed. This is for those who are single and want to come to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, or Tanzania and look for and want to date, want to meet a brother, want to meet a sister, want to get married, and etc. Meet a local. This is for the video for that type of person. Me, myself, I am a single woman, and so I came to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in 2020 as a single solo traveler. And I wanted to share what I have learned since I've been here 2.5 years, going on 3 years in July, in terms of the dating scene for men and women, and what to expect and what you should expect as a single person. So this is for those who are interested in dating here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, in Tanzania specifically. So yes, just wanted to start to say that if you are a single, I'm going to start with the ladies. So again, welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. Thank you for tuning into my live. Thank you for taking the time to view my content. Please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. I'm trying to get my video into circulation so I can get monetized. Not monetized yet, even though I have 1.82 thousand subscribers. I'm not monetized yet. Yeah, I know. YouTube they tripping with me. But it's okay. I'm going to keep the videos coming. I'm going to keep sharing information with you. If you're interested in leaving the West and coming back and moving back to Mama Africa, specifically Tanzania, hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. Diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, and I can assist you with a travel business consultation, business webinar, and other things that you may need as a expat repat here in Tanzania from yours truly, a repat expat experience. And I did also create a business. It's called Diaspora Connect Tanzania. And I created a business where I assist those in the West who are interested in coming back to Mama Africa with a travel or business consultation. I do business webinars, English tutoring, and the like. So yeah, but anyway, I want to do this video. Thank you for all those who are in the live with me. Welcome in the room, everyone. This is the second time I'm doing this live, y'all. The first one, I think I accidentally deleted it, but I went to delete a video, not my live, and it deleted my live. So something ain't right with that. But anyway, we're going to discuss dating in Tanzania. I already did a video about a year ago called Single and Dating in Tanzania, and I did that about my personal perspective. This one is going to be more of a generalized chat or more general information for those who are interested in dating here in Tanzania, whether you're a brother or a sister and you're interested in dating and meeting a local and all that good stuff. I can share my experience, share what I've learned since I've been here, share when I talk to locals, I talk to brothers and sisters, married couples, and I can give you a couple of pointers and a couple of tips for those who want to come here and meet someone. So we're gonna start with the ladies. Ladies first. Okay, so if you are a sister and you live in the West and you want to come here to Mama Africa, specifically Tanzania, and you are single and you would like to meet a local brother, there are some things that you should know just to prepare your heart and mind, or prepare yourself when you come. Now, if you come and you are a single woman by yourself, that's not a problem. If you're a single woman with children, that's not a problem. If you're a widow, that's not a problem. If you're unmarried, that's not a problem. That's not a problem here in Tanzania, because these men, they love us. They love us. They love women, period, but they love the foreign women visitors, and they're very nice, very kind, and they are always, helping us out. They will help you out with everything. I've been here by myself since 2020, and I've had help with everything. It's almost like I didn't come alone, because I get help with everything I need. If I need help around the house, I have a groundsman. He does everything. I have fundies that can fix everything. If I go to the grocery store, I get help with my bags, and I get help with my groceries. I get help with carrying my water. They open the gate for me, just do everything for me. I get help. So don't feel some kind of way if you're a single woman, if you want to come to Tanzania and you are a single parent. They don't have a problem with you being a single parent. I know it's a little different in the West. Sometimes men say they want a woman that don't have children. Well, some of us do, and that's not a problem, because if you come here to Tanzania, these men, they don't mind. They don't care if you have children. They still will be nice to you. They will still love you. They will still treat you nice and treat you good and treat you fine. But this is a patriarchal society, so you must know that. Meaning it's a male-dominated society, so the men run the country, basically. So you have to know the order and the culture of this country. So if you want to come here and you want to meet a local and you want to date them, you have to kind of have an idea about the culture, what to expect, the roles that the men and the women hold here in Tanzania is very traditional. Majority of the Tanzanian men are religious or spiritual. So you have either Muslims or Christians here in Tanzania. So a lot of them are spiritual. So if that's something you'll be interested in, then this country is for you. But they are very nice, mild-mannered. They don't really raise their voices. They're very calm. Not that you'll have a few every now and then being a little, outside of that normal personality, but for the most part, they're very gentle, very kind. From my experience, I've met some really good brothers here, and they're very good brothers. So this is a perfect country, but another thing you need to keep in mind is most of the men here are married. They get married early, at maybe 20s or whatever. They get married young, but majority of the men are married, and if you're 50s or whatever and up, most of them are already married. So it's a little difficult to find a lot of single men here, because most of them are married. So that could be a concern. But it's possible. It's possible, but that could be a concern. Now, if you are a Muslim and you're a woman and you don't mind to, Muslims can have up to 4 wives. So if you don't have a problem with sharing a man, then, this might work for you. But you have the Christians as well, and they do the one wife, but, so just keep that in mind, that a lot of the men here are married. Things for you, being nice to you and being kind. So, yeah. But, and a couple of sisters that I know have met brothers here. Traveling Sister got married here. Jules on the Run got married here. So there are people who have met eligible men here. So it is possible. You just got to understand that this is a patriarchal society. Men run things. So if you are an independent woman and your mentality, because the women are not independent minded, they know they need men. Like, you hardly see single women here with children like by themselves. Like, most of the women here have someone to take care of them, whether it's their husband, their brother, their father, their cousins, their relatives, but nobody's gonna be by themselves. It literally takes a village to raise a child. So everybody jumps in, everybody helps each other out. You barely see single women doing things by themselves like you see us. So when we come here, we're single women, a lot of us, and we come here. Of course, you have married couples coming too, but you do have a good amount of single women coming from the West that come over here, and the first question a lot of them ask is almost like you can't be by yourself. Where's your husband? So I say I don't have, and they say you don't have. Why don't you have? They always asking me like, where is your husband? They always ask me that, and so I tell them I don't have. So yeah. But they always assume that you have a husband. And so when you say you don't, then sometimes they may want to get sweet on you. They want to help you out. They'll tell you to call them, and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, you get that a lot. But for the most part, use discernment. And if you want to date, discerning the type of person they are, don't jump into anything, get to know them. But yeah, that's my experience as far as the women are concerned. And me, I've met several brothers here, met ones who have lived abroad and they've come back home to Tanzania. I met some locals and some that speak English, some that don't. Like, I've met a variety. I just haven't met anyone that is perfect for me so far, but I've met a lot of good people and a lot of good brothers, sisters too. So yeah, but if you don't feel some kind of way, shy away from coming because you're a single person, a single mother, a single woman, unmarried, you're special to them as well. They do a lot of things for you. Like, I've never had this much help in my life, y'all. They help me with everything. I get help with everything I need help with. All I have to do is ask. Sometimes you do have to ask because they don't always know. So you just say, can you help me? I have a problem. And then they help you. So very, very good brothers. So make sure that you understand the mindset here, patriarchal society. The men are kind of run a lot. Most men have a role. So just understand, if you are a woman in the diaspora, I know this is kind of different for us because we're used to kind of jumping in and do, especially as a single parent, you jump in and you do what you have to do, whether you're in your female role, male role, working, cleaning, cooking, you just have to do it all. But here, majority of the women have a role, which they do certain things, like they cook, they clean, they do have little businesses and stuff. They use their skills, they do hair, or they cook, or they fix clothes. They have different stores where they sell items and stuff. So they do have businesses too. They do run businesses, but they still have their role in the family. So it is a patriarchal society. So just keep in mind that the men, they run the country basically. So if you are okay with that, then this will work for you. You can't come over here as a woman in the West telling the men what to do. That won't work here because that's not how things are set up over here. Asking for help is one thing. Asking for help and making suggestions and recommendations in a very polite way, that'll work. But demanding anything from any of the men here as a woman, that may not come across very well, and you may not get as much accomplished as you are used to having in the West. It's different here. So you can't order men around here because it won't work. And even a lot of the women, if you try to order anybody around, you won't get a lot done. So it's best to be polite and to be nice and to work on your patience and to be respectful, especially to the men. Even if you make more money, even if you have more money or you have more skills or education or whatever, it's always still best to be respectful of everyone, especially if you're coming from the West and you don't speak the language very well. Things will work out better for you if you're nice and kind and work on your femininity, your gentleness, your meekness. You'll get, like old people used to say, you can win a bee better with honey than vinegar. So you can get anything done you want done if you're nice and sweet. That does still work. I mean, I know some people look at it as like old-fashioned, but that works over here. You can get anything you need done if you're nice and sweet, especially if you're from another country and you don't know the language as well. They'll be willing to help you, but you have to have the right attitude. You have to be nice and open and friendly and willing to learn the language. Be willing to learn Kiswahili. That will help you out a lot, and then they'll see the effort that you put forth in trying to learn the language. So there is a cultural difference, in the West and here for us as so-called African Americans, black people, but we are Hebrews and Bantus. So you just learn the culture and the roles that the men and women have and they hold in this country, and then you'll be better equipped if you are interested in dating or marrying a Tanzanian. You'll be more equipped or have more of an understanding of how things work here. So it's important to understand the roles, because you can't come over here with the Western mindset to try to like rule people around and tell people what to do. That does not work with us here, especially with us as African Americans. It doesn't work. So you want to be kind, you want to be nice, you want to learn a language, you want to be open, and so yeah. Then you can meet different brothers everywhere. Everywhere you go, you're gonna meet some brothers. So that's not difficult to meet. So, and now we're gonna flip over to our brothers, our traveling brothers, our single brothers, our passport bros, whatever you call yourself. If you want to come over and you want to date the local women, you want to make sure that you do understand the culture. There's cultural difference, and you would definitely have to jump in that role as a patriarch. So you would need to be in control of your behavior. You would need to be the provider. If you want to date or if you want to marry a local Tanzanian woman, it's best if you understand the patriarchal society and they have their roles. So you as a male, you have to make sure you jump in that patriarchal role, in that you're the provider. You're the provider. You don't have to be rich, but you do have to be a provider. You should be able to, if you're dating someone, you should be able to take them out to eat or do something like that. Or you should be able to, if you want to date someone or marry someone, be prepared that you may have to buy a couple of dinners, a couple of lunches. If you need stuff done here as a single man, you'll possibly have to pay. It's going to be rare that you get stuff done for free. You'll have to pay if you need someone to wash your dishes, if you need someone to wash your clothes, if you want someone to cook for you, you will have to pay for those services. They don't come for free. Yeah, so, and even if you date a local Tanzanian woman, I've talked to many, and I've talked to brothers as well, so you do have to take care of them. You have to pay. So don't think that you will be leaving the West and coming over just because the value of the USD is better here than in the West, that you will come over here and everything will be free for you. It won't be free. And especially because you're a foreigner, you are from another country, they consider you a foreigner. You're not a foreigner, you're African, and this is your country as well, because your ancestors, your forefathers, this is where we're from. But considering that you have that U.S. passport or British or Jamaican, whatever passport, they consider you as a foreigner, especially if you don't know the language. So as a male, if you want to date the women, you need to know that you will be paying for lunch. Whatever you do, you'll be paying. You'll be paying. It's not going to be free. So if your aim is to leave the West and come over here to find a wife that you don't have to spend money on, that's not going to work, because you still have to spend money here. Not as much, but you still have to pay for things that you want, especially from women, if you're not married to them. Now, if you're married to them, then if you meet a local and you want to marry her, you could be in a position where you have to pay a bride price to the father. So that's a fee, and then you'll have to provide for the wife. You have to provide for her roof, her shelter, her food, her clothes, and you guys' children. So you'll be the provider. So it's going to be difficult if you think you can come over to any of the African countries as a brother or a sister, but the roles are different. But as a brother, and think you can get one of the women or marry one of the women for free. Nothing is free here. If you are a foreigner and you don't speak the language, and they hear you speak in English, which is Mazungu language, then you'll be charged top dollar. You'll be charged Mazungu prices. You'll be charged higher prices until you learn the language, or if you know someone, then you can get, they can cut you can get some deals cut. But for the most part, you're going to be charged top dollar. You're not going to be charged what locals pay. And even when you date a local and you're a foreigner, you're going to be looked at as that you're rich, as you have Mazungu money. So yes, it's going to be that you're going to have to pay for the date, for whatever she might ask you. She might need stuff. So if you think you're leaving the West because you're tired of spending money on Western women, you're going to come to the continent wherever you go and spend money if you're a man on a woman. It's just what it is. I know, a lot of men in the West think, passport bros, that you can leave America or the West and come here and get a woman for free, but that don't work like that. If you want a woman as a wife, even a woman that you date, even if the woman that you just fool around with, you're going to pay some money. It may not be a lot, but you're going to pay something. Like, nothing is free, not even over here. Especially when you don't speak the language and they hear you speaking Mazungu English, then you will pay top dollar. Yeah, so just know that if you want to come over here as a single brother and you want to date and you want to meet women and mingle, you are going to pay. Just know you're going to have to pay. It's not going to be free. To be honest, and I'm going to say this, it's kind of, I don't know how you might take this, but if a local woman wants to be with a broke man, she don't have to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to talk to you. So if you come over here and you don't have any money, it's going to be difficult for you to find a woman because she doesn't have to talk to you if you're broke, because she can talk to anybody. She can talk to her own brothers over here. Not that they're all broke. I'm just saying, if you're broke, see, you're a foreigner. You're supposed to be rich, and you speak Mzungu language, and you're supposed to have money. So you're not going to be able to come over here and meet someone and not have to spend money. Just know that. You're going to pay to play. You're going to pay to date. You're going to pay to marry. Even over here in Africa, nothing is free. So we just all need to know that, whether we're sisters or brothers, we understand the expectations of the women. And I talk to a lot of them. I've been over here long enough, 2.5 years, and I have dated brothers, went out on dates and talked to brothers and talked to sisters, and I've got the full gamut. I have known many expats, repats, diaspora that have come here, brothers who have dated local sisters and have given me the 411 on what to expect. And yes, they have to pay. They have to pay. Nothing is free. So the women are going to expect you to provide, to take them out on a date like you do in the West, same stuff, buy them things that they need. They may ask you to help them out with the kids, help them out with mom and dad, or whatever. They may ask you for that. So just understand and be prepared. Don't feel some kind of way. That's just how the society is. It's patriarchal. So the men provide and they take care of most of the stuff for the women. So when you come into an environment like that, you want a woman that's traditional. You want a woman that can cook and clean and do all these things. But these things don't come for free. They cost. So nothing is free. Yeah. So it's good if you know some locals and they can connect you with good sisters who can help you out with the cooking and the cleaning and washing clothes and all that stuff. But it's going to cost you. Yeah, it's not going to be free. So don't let anyone tell you, brothers or sisters, especially brothers, that everything is free here and the women is free. It's not free. It costs. Yeah, it does cost. You gotta spend money, brothers. Gotta have some change. Yeah, you do. But sisters, like I said, if you have the money and you tend to have more than the local that you meet, if you meet a local and you have more than them, you just have to understand and respect the culture in that it's a patriarchal society. So you have more money, but that does not mean that you rule over that man. That does not mean that you can boss that man or tell that man what to do. They don't do that over here, y'all. They don't do that in Africa. The women don't boss the men in Africa. That's not going down. I don't care if you have more money. I don't care if you have more education. The women don't boss the men. Okay? So just make sure you understand that if you want to come here, and if you want to date, and if you have more money and the man doesn't have as much as you, you still have to be respectful. You still have to be nice. You have to talk to him with respect and treat him with respect, because that's just the society. Yeah. So I just wanted to do this video and kind of touch on the dating, the dynamics of dating here in Tanzania specifically, only because I've been here for 2.5 years, 3 years in July, and I'm a single woman, so I can share. And actually, the views on this channel are my views, my opinions on this channel. This is Diaspora Connect, and I'm not a professional, but it's my views and my experience. Have lived in Africa since July 2020, and in July coming up, it'll be 3 years. So just my personal experience, and I know a lot of expats, repats, diaspora, especially brothers and sisters who have come and they've shared information with me about relationships they've had, and I have experienced some, different brothers I've talked to and went on dates with and went out to eat and stuff like that and mingled with and met, and yeah, but I'm still single. I haven't met anyone yet. It's not a lot of single men here, especially my age. Even younger actually, because most of them are married, but every now and then you might meet one who is actually available. So yeah, but anyway, if that's something you'll be interested in, it's a great country, very traditional, very modest, and beautiful country. The people are laid back. They do things a little slower, poly, so it's a little bit more relaxed. Not intense. Like the whole time I've been over here, I've never heard locals arguing, never heard locals fighting, none of that. Never heard women raise their voice at the men. They just don't do stuff like that. So it's very peaceful. It's very beautiful. It's actually normal. It's actually normal how we should conduct ourselves and how we should relate to one another versus in the West. But I have heard situations or stories about local men, like some of the local African men, they hit their women, or they hit their wives or women or whatever. I've heard stories about that, so I have no experience with that, and I hope I don't have no experience with that, because that don't sound too nice. But you do want to take that into consideration, that this culture is different from in the West, and so you don't want to provoke anybody to wrath. If you're a woman, keep that into consideration. And when you handle situations, even when you get angry and you get upset, just have to kind of bite your tongue sometimes. Just have to, get yourself under control before you just flip. You want to reevaluate and get your, take a deep breath, step away, take a time out, whatever you need to do to get yourself together, especially when you're dealing with a male or a man here. You don't want to go blowing up at men here. That's not a good idea. And you really don't want to blow up at women here either, because they will say something too. So, just want to give a few tips and pointers for those who are single and who are interested in coming to Tanzania, male or female, and you are interested in maybe looking at the dating scene, maybe meeting someone. Those are some of the relationship dynamics that you need to keep in mind and consider. Patriarchal society is a very modest country. Women cover. So if you like to dress kind of naked or nude, you're going to be looked at kind of crazy, and you may not get the respect that you desire, because if you're naked, then some of the men might look at you a different kind of way. So it's best to try to be modest, to try to cover up, don't show too much, because it's just, especially if you're single and you're moving around by yourself, you don't want to be the object of looking and whatever. So, or you may feel uncomfortable if you are walking around here naked, because nobody else dresses like that, so everybody is going to be looking at you. So you walking around with a mini skirt on, some shorts on, tube top, tank shirt with the back out and all that stuff, people gonna be staring at you. Like, yes, you're gonna get stared at. So cover up if you can, ladies. Cover up. It's a modest country, so you don't have to dress like a nun, but just cover up your body. Just don't show like cleavages and thighs and all that stuff. Nobody does that here. So but respect the culture. Everybody respect the culture. We should know better than that as African Americans, as so-called African Americans, Black people, Hebrews, Bantus. We should know better than that. We were raised to be considerate and dressed dress for the environment. So don't act like some other nations where they come and wear G-string walking around the community in a modest country like Zanzibar or somewhere, and then they have to put restrictions on those people, charging them money like in Zanzibar for walking around naked. Don't be like that. Okay, automatically adjust to people's culture and respect it. You go someplace and you see the women covered, respect that country and just be modest. You know, you don't have to cover everything like this, but because you're not a Muslim, but just be modest. I mean, it won't hurt, especially if you want to meet someone here and if you want to stay here long term. Be respectful of the culture is basically what I'm saying. And same with our brothers. I think you guys with that. But yeah, just the treatment of the sisters, treatment of the local women. Make sure you be respectful, and you're gonna have to provide. Just know that, so it won't be any misunderstandings. So yeah, but anyway, I just want to do this video, dating in Tanzania, what to expect. This is for brothers and sisters. Since I've been here a little bit longer, I've had a little bit more experience in the dating and in the moving around and meeting people and seeing how people relate and act in the culture and the roles. I've been able to kind of learn a little bit, and I can share a little bit more information. About a year ago, I did a video. One of my videos is single and dating in Tanzania, and that was just about me personally, but now it's more of sharing general information of what I have observed and what I've noticed since living here almost 3 years in the singles dating arena and what to expect. And no, there is not a lot of single men here. Majority are married. There is polygyny here. You have to know that. So don't be taken off guard and surprised and shocked when you come and you see, you know, men with, especially the Muslim men, they have like 4 wives. So sometimes the ladies are together and they are eating together and the kids are playing together. And so you think they're all sisters, but they're sister wives. So you do have that here. It's an African culture. So don't be taken off guard by that. Don't get offended by it. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. But you have it here. So yeah. But anyway, this is a beautiful country. Thank you for tuning in. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. Please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. And if you know anyone is interested in visiting Tanzania, you can share my video. If they are single parent, unmarried woman, women, widows or whatever, and they are feeling like, I don't know if that's a place for me to go. I have my kids, I'm by myself. This is a perfect place because it's pretty safe. I've been safe since I've been here. I did get robbed one time, y'all. It's not like that won't happen because you can get burglared or you can get robbed. So you do have to keep that in mind. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty safe to raise children. It's a safe environment to raise children. They're not pushing all that LGBT, B, C, D, E, F, G over here. Yeah, so it's a safe place to raise children, and you get help. It takes a village to raise a child, so if you're a single parent, you're gonna get all the help you need. We have a little mini community here, the diaspora. A lot of people are doing their own things, which I am too. Like, I'm not gonna front. I prefer to do things by myself privately now, because grouping together, it has been a somewhat of a problem with the expat repats here in Tanzania. But it's okay for you to just do your own thing, but then you can come together with your brothers and sisters. Everybody has their own little thing they're doing, and you guys can come together at times and visit each other's, restaurant or property or business or whatever they're doing. But as a collective, a lot of us are doing things. I've helped a couple of people with business consultations, travel consultations, and some of them have successfully opened their own businesses. So yay! I do travel and business consultations for those who are in the diaspora, expat repats who are interested in coming here to travel here, to visit, to do business, etc. So I do charge for travel or business consultations 60 USD for a travel or 60 USD for a business consultation, where I walk you through the steps of how to set up a business, and I refer my attorney to you. I only do that when you purchase a business consultation. So yeah, but he'll help you get everything registered and everything for you. So yeah, but anyway, thank you for tuning in. And then once you create your own business, then you can buy your own land as well. You can buy your own land under your business. So because locals, foreigners cannot own land here in Tanzania. I repeat, foreigners cannot own land here in Tanzania. You have to be an investor, meaning you have to purchase land. You have to create a business. You create a business, and then under your business you purchase land, or you can invest in a company that's already in existence over a certain amount, and then you can do it that way. I am recommending that you just create your own business and do your own, create your own business and use your money to build your own land, buy your own land and build your own house. So create your own business instead of using your money and giving it to somebody else, investing in somebody else's business or somebody else's dream. Invest in your own. Create your own business. Buy your own land. Even if it's a small business, it's still yours. It is in your name. You're not giving money to somebody else in somebody else's name, them doing whatever with your money. I'm not recommending that. I'm recommending that you, yourself, yes, I'm talking to you. Create your own business. You can do it. You have dreams, aspirations, just like everybody else. So let us push our own dreams on the continent. You create a business, own land in your own name, build the house the way you want, property, business, run it the way you want it to be ran. Yes, I'm encouraging you to partner with a local to do business because it's just easier. It's their country. You don't speak the language. You're from another country, even though you're African. But partner with them and they can help you out with the business part of it. They can speak the language and do this and that for you. So it's easier to manage like that than just doing things on your own and you don't speak the language and you get overcharged, and you know it won't always turn out the best if you don't. You're gonna need a local. You're gonna need a local. So I'm encouraging you to do business and partner with a local. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to end this live. Y'all, this is like the second live I've done today, and I did a video yesterday and it wouldn't download for me. So it wouldn't upload for me. So now I'm doing a live for the second time. The first one was deleted. I caught myself deleting a video and it deleted my live. So I'm doing the same video again, talking about the same thing, dating in Tanzania. Yeah, and so I just gave my perspective, my opinion. I'm not a professional. It's just a sister from the diaspora that came to Africa, been here almost 3 years, and share my experience with you. So thank you for tuning in. You are welcome to this channel anytime. Please view my content. Still trying to get monetized. I have 1.8 thousand subscribers and I'm still not monetized, y'all. It's rough on me. It's rough on me, but you know what? I'm chugging away. I'm gonna keep doing videos. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna do another video in the next couple of days, maybe a live, maybe a video, I don't know. Anyway, and I will see what I want to talk about. So thank you for taking the time to view my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll do another video in the next couple of days or live as well. So thank you, and I'm going to say shalom, salama, peace, family, and see you in the next video.